What's going on, everyone? This is ODC. It's me, and I'm back with another action figure review. This is my review of the NECA Terminator 2 Judgment Day Ultimate T-1000 action figure. This is a figure that I was really excited for. This entire Ultimate line that NECA is doing is going fantastic, and I'm just a big fan of these figures. It comes with this nice, really beautiful display box. I mean, it's almost a shame that I'm even taking this out of the box, but that's what I do. I review. So there's a picture of the T-1000 on the inside of the box. He's got his kind of pointer fingers out there, and then here's the inside. It comes with pretty much everything you need for a T-1000 action figure. It even comes with a different upper torso, I believe. It comes with 3 heads total. It comes with what is it, 2, 4, 6, 7 hands, and it does come with a gun. I believe that's a Beretta, I'm pretty sure. On the side, it just shows a picture of the T-1000. On the back, it shows you kind of some poses you can do with him. And then here's the little read up on the back. If you want to pause it and read it, you can. There you go. Okay. And yeah, let's not waste any more time. Let's get T-1000 out of packaging and we'll take a closer look at him. We'll be right back. Okay, and we're back with the T-1000 out of packaging, and I gotta say, this is really just very much impressed me. I love all of the extras that he comes with. He comes with a really good amount of accessories. He comes with pretty much everything you need to have an Ultimate T-1000. This is the version to have, in my eyes. I know there's been a ton of different releases with NECA for T-1000 and for most of the Terminator Judgment Day action figures, the characters at least. Really good, solid figure here. I mean, for what I paid, I think I paid $21.99 for this, and I'm really happy with it. He comes, like I said, he comes with so much stuff. It comes with 3 different heads, and if you want to just pop, I gotta kind of figure this out here. I believe you just pull this off, and this whole piece comes off. So if you want to have him in this battle damage mode, that's how simple it was to take all that off. And then you just kind of want to pop that in place like so. And there you go. You have your battle damaged T-1000. You kind of got it. We got a little bit of a gap issue there. He did, the torso did come a little bit warped in package, but it's not really impeding the articulation. Trying to see if that'll pop in better. Watch me break this damn thing. It's fitting in fine on that side. I'm not really sure what's going on this side. I might have to push it in a little bit, maybe. That's what she said. Anyway, you get the picture. I'll probably fix it after. Probably just needs a little bit of hot water to just to manipulate some of the plastic here. I don't have any issues. I kind of went through his articulation before while I was off camera, but I don't have any issues with joints too tight or joints too loose on him. Everything's pretty fluent. Don't have any issues there. This face sculpt is absolutely fantastic. It just looks really great here. No issues at all. Just look how fantastic that looks. Looks so cool. It looks just like the movie. It literally looks just like Robert Patrick. So, I mean, you couldn't ask for more. I'm just going to take this torso off again. Actually, you know what? I'll review this part first. If you're wondering what the hell these are, and you're like, why does he have silver flowers on him? And you're not too familiar, or you kind of forgot, these are actually bullet wounds on the body. And that's this gaping hole on his head is from the, I believe, the grenade launcher. When he shot him in the head with a grenade launcher, I believe. But that's pretty cool. I really can appreciate that. And there is a consistency comparing the torsos here. They pretty much took this torso again and just kind of added some sculpted pieces on here and glued them onto this original piece. I don't believe this is a newly sculpted piece. I could be mistaken, but it looks like they glued these pieces on to this original torso. Like I said, if you still want to switch the heads and you want to have them have the battle damaged head, let me see if I can do this. That you can still do it with the battle damaged torso, and if you want to put this head on, or if you want to put the regular head on and just kind of have them have some bullet wounds on, you can. I mean, you can mix and match any way you want. You don't have to be just only stuck with this version and then that version. I'm just going to take this torso off, put this torso back on there. There we go. Nice and flush. Pop this head off, and then we'll put this head on. If I can get it on there. Oh, Toledo. Okay, I had to take a break. Man, this head is really tough to get on, I'm to be honest with you. And obviously you can see here there are some pretty bad cut joints in the head. I'm just going to pop this head off. I might actually have to Dremel this hole out a little bit more because the hole, the way it is, it's lopsided as opposed to this hole right here. As you can see, it's pretty dead on. This hole being very lopsided, it's very tough to kind of pop on, and I'm very scared that this, the way this is molded, because they had to split the head in half here to give it that look. I'm very, because I think he actually gets hit in the head with a pole, like a metal pole, and then he kind of wraps his head around it. Also a little bit of paint chipping right there. That's no bueno. But as far as the head here, it was sculpted separate. You can see that this is a separate piece here. That's why there's this ugly cut joint in the head. Yeah, I might have to Dremel this out, which is unfortunate, but it's got to be fixed. It definitely has to be fixed because it's just not fitting over the peg hole, which is a real pain in the ass, I'll be honest with you. But they did a really good job with the inside of the sculpting on the head. I don't know, this head is just kind of a failboat, if you ask me, as far as trying to put that on. Even when you compare it to the other head that was on there, still, I mean, I guess this is the head to go with for this one. I mean, that one just pops on so simply. Moving on past the heads here, they did a really good job with the likeness, though, I gotta be honest with you. Moving on, we have his Beretta, which he uses adamantly or frequently, I should say. There's his trigger finger hand. So the gun does fit in there nicely. It kind of wants to fit in there a little bit on an angle, actually, and you can manipulate the hand, so it's not like a really hard plastic like most NECA figures. It's still got a little bit of almost feels like a little bit of a rubber feel to it, but it will fit over the trigger. And let's just pop his hand in there. The hand pops in nice and easy, like so. No problems there. It's just when he's aiming, you kind of have to bend the elbow a little bit to get him to hold the gun straight, because, I mean, unless you tip this backwards, like so, it doesn't want to really hold it in a natural position. The gun looks also a little bit small for his hand. Maybe they should have made this gun a little bit larger. It looks like a little pea shooter, doesn't it? Is it just me, maybe? It looks a little bit short, or a little bit just small in general. Yeah, I don't know if I'm a big fan of this gun. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Let me know in the comments below if you think it's small, but I do. As far as the other hands go, the pointer finger prodding hand, I guess you could call that, his poking. Excuse me, sir. Do you have directions to the boulevard? No, I'm sorry, but it looks pretty good. I like it. I like it a lot. And I believe this one's actually a little bit longer. come on. It's a little bit longer than this hand. This is kind of like when he's like, call to John. Call to John. And then this one is when he like runs her through the shoulder, and then this one he's kind of holding in front of her eyes and gets real close to her eye. I always like that scene. T-1000 is just a really cool character, to be honest with you. And it can shapeshift into anyone or anything, so that's why I actually did like the Terminator Genesis version as well, because I mean, it doesn't matter if he's Asian, who cares? So that didn't really bother me. I know it bothered some people, but I don't know. I don't know why. T-1000 could be anything. As far as the hook arms go in, I'm pretty sure that they go in like so you can kind of wonky. This is the part where he's chasing them in the car from the Institute. And he also uses them on the elevator scene. Not sure if he uses them any other scene other than... I wish he would have came with one that was straight blade. Like the one he used to kill the stepfather. Or the foster father, excuse me, my God. I know someone in the comments is like, oh, it's the foster father. But, you know what I'm talking about, eh? How you doing? The gun does fit over here in the holster, like so. Does it clip in? Yeah, it does. It does have a clip hole, but it doesn't really have the best way of fitting in there. It's almost like the strap. Well, no. Fit in the hole. Come on, do it now. How? Okay, sorry. But overall, I think this figure looks really cool. I'm happy with it. I gotta fix this hole on this head. It's just awkward, and it's not wanting to fit in properly, and I feel like if I put too much pressure pushing down on this head, that this whole piece is gonna fall off, and I don't want that to happen. So I'm gonna use some hot water first, and then I'm gonna use my Dremel. How do you feel about that? You tell me. Yeah, you. I'm talking to you. Hey, you talking to me? How you doing? Hey, nice to meet you. So good to see you. Anyway, this is definitely a solid figure. All of this torso is in a different color, so there's no issues there. As far as the articulation goes, his head can swivel full 360 rotation. It can look up. It does look down. It can pivot side to side. No job turkeys, sorry. Gobble gobble, no. The arms go up, down, full 360 rotation. He does have a single bend at the elbow and a wrist rotation at the elbow. He also does have a wrist swivel, and it's kind of on a ball peg, so you can get a little bit of a rotation and a little bit of a pivot back and forth. He does have a waist swivel. No ab crunch due to the interchangeable torsos, but he does have the waist swivel, which is nice. He does have T-jointed hips, which go out, and they do go forward. This is a rubbery type plastic, so it does manipulate when you move it. His legs go back nicely. Single bend at the knee swivel, ankle. Yeah, I believe his ankle's on a ball. Like his a ball joint, like his hand there. Excuse me. It does swivel side to side. It doesn't really move up and down too much. It's not wanting to move. So that's it for articulation. As far as his arm articulation, his other arm, it also does the same. It bends and swivels just like the other one. So if you were curious about that, there's that. Like I said, he comes with 7 hands, 3 heads, and an extra torso. An extra arms, to be honest with you, from the elbow down. So that's really great. It's absolutely fantastic. Like I said, if you were looking for one T-1000 figure, this is the one to get, hands down, without a doubt. It comes with everything you need. It has a great likeness to Robert Patrick, which is beautiful. These figures, NECA's just knocking out of the park with these figures, and I can't wait to do Sarah Connor. So stay tuned for that next, and I'll see you guys on the flip side.